Hi there. Welcome to Flight Skills Training, Part 1. Flight skills are not something we are just born with. They can only be developed slowly over time through the application of continuing education and the repetition that only comes through hands-on experience. Think of flight skills like building blocks. As we become knowledgeable and more proficient with individual tasks and procedures, they build upon one another over time, eventually becoming the flight skills we need to fly safely within the national airspace. The only way this can be achieved is to employ a personal process, continuing education. Now, before we begin, it is necessary to understand that the capacity of the human brain to learn and recall detail is exceeded only by its natural propensity to forget. This is known as the forgetting curve. First studied and documented by a German psychologist in 1850, simply put, it's the propensity for learned information to slip away unless we take the deliberate steps necessary to retain it. It is a well-documented fact that the average person will begin forgetting detail in as little as 24 hours of first having learned it. It's a spontaneous and gradual process of our inability to recall detail, and tends to increase exponentially with the passage of time. The absence of continued reinforcement and repetitive use greatly affects our mental acuity. In other words, the less we actively engage in the practical use of detail, the greater our propensity is to forget it. Effective continuing education always involves three things. Number one, learning that builds our knowledge. 2, knowledge that promotes understanding through experience. And 3, proficiency maintained through continuing education and repetition. Part 1 of this series starts at the very beginning. It deals with the control of our basic flight maneuvering skills. Let's have a look. This exercise teaches and reinforces the basic skills needed to maneuver your aircraft. You'll use these basic skills every time that you fly. It incorporates the skills of takeoff, landing, hovering in place, stationary yaw maneuvers, and straight and level flight. All of these combined into one simple exercise designed to maintain proficiency through repetition. In short, it's the controlling of the movement of the aircraft while maintaining a constant altitude, course, and speed. The course layout is very simple. You need to choose an open space, free of obstructions, and away from people. You need to give yourself enough room to make mistakes and recover from them. Deploy reflective safety cones to secure the area and mark the course. And establish a well-marked landing zone to launch and recover from. You'll want to place 3 cones about 65 feet away from the landing zone and 25 feet apart in the semicircle. As always, you need to prepare for your flight. Always perform a walk around. Know the position of any obstructions or obstacles that may be in your way. Designate an alternate landing zone in case your primary zone becomes compromised. The next thing you need to do is understand the maneuvers involved in each sequence. You're going to start from the landing zone and lift off your aircraft, bring it to a stationary hover of about 3 feet. Then you're going to execute a yaw maneuver to align your course heading with the first cone. Proceed to the objective, maintaining your course, altitude, and speed. When you reach the cone, stop directly over it and establish a stationary hover. Then exercise the 360-degree yaw movement and line up your course to return. Proceed back to the landing zone, maintaining course, altitude, and speed, and stop over the landing zone, establishing a stationary hover. Exercise a stationary yaw movement and line up your aircraft for the next course, and then land your aircraft on the pad. You want to repeat each of these maneuvers in their sequence for each cone. The key words for this exercise are safety, control, accuracy, and repetition.
American 807, turn right heading 010, put Columbus Airport at the 1 o'clock, about 9 miles. American 807, clear visual approach, runway 10 right, contact tower 132.7. Great afternoon to you both.
American 1051, Columbus departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000. Columbus 2268, Columbus approach, select the visual approach, runway 10 right. American 807, Columbus departure, ident. American 807, radar contact, 2 miles east of the field, turn right heading 190. American 807, what was the reason for the go-around? Roger, thank you. American 1051, contact Indy Center 135.57. American 807, would you like the visual again or an ILS? American 807, roger, turn right heading 270. Code 3214, Columbus departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000. Southwest 3214, turn left heading 010. American 807, turn right heading 290. Figure 3602, Columbus departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000. Southwest 3214, turn left direct pickaxe. Southwest 3214, contact Indy Center 120.47. Figure 3602, proceed direct as well. Visual approach, runway 10 right, contact tower 132.7, good day.
Alright, clear to visual 10 right and over to 32.7
Sierra November, climb and maintain 13,000. Delta 2268, descend maintain 4,000. Gulfstream 1 Sierra November, turn left direct pickaxe. November 1 Papa Golf, Columbus approach, Columbus altimeter 3018, after Cujo, descend and maintain 12,000.
After Cujo, descend 12,000, 1 Papa Golf.
November 2263, Mike, contact Columbus approach 118.85. November 1 Papa Golf, Columbus approach, Columbus altimeter 3018, after Cujo, descend and maintain 12,000.
After Cujo, descend 12,000, 1 Papa Golf.
November 2263, Mike, contact Columbus approach 118.85. (2236) Mike, contact Columbus approach 118.85. November 1 Sierra November, contact Indianapolis Center 120.47. November 2268, descend maintain 3,000.
Departure 100, with flight call, just departed a higher state with a course heading of 090.
100 Lima Whiskey, Columbus departure, ready to contact, maintain VFR 9,500 and continue runway heading for now.
Continue runway heading for now.
Tower Helicopter 8, Alpha Echo is cleared for the east.
American 807, left enable, ground point 9.
Left turn point 9, American 807.
Cambridge 876, Columbus approach, descend and maintain 4,000, Columbus altimeter 3018.
3018 down to 4,000.
Columbus 2268, clear visual approach, runway 10 right, contact tower 132.7.
Good visual, 10 right, contact tower, Southwest 2268.
60 Columbus approach, expect visual, runway 10 right. Columbus 2268, report field insight 3 o'clock, 11 miles. November 100 Lima Whiskey, maintain 9,500.
American 807, tower, wind 03014, gust 19, runway 10 right, clear to land. 10 right, clear to land, American 807.
This exercise is primarily intended for newer pilots, to give them a place to start that has some structure. However, after many years of flying commercially and search and rescue, I still find it helpful once in a while to take the time and go back to the basics and reinforce those skills I learned when I first started. Only by debriefing your own performance and going back to the basics can you break your skills down and gain proficiency. Fly smart and fly safe. Thanks for watching.